What's up guys, and welcome to another Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire video. In this video I'm going to be covering the Hoopa event that is in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, obviously. So you can get Hoopa via power saves now, I think on both X and Y and ORAS, or just X and Y at least. And obviously we know the event on X and Y already. I think I covered that, a good few months ago. I think I did at least. If not, it's out there. Basically, it's just in Hotel Chisme, I think it is. You go and talk to someone, show Hoopa them, or if you got Hoopa there, we're like, oh, you got Hoopa, etc. And then they'll talk about Hoopa's sort of the research done to Hoopa, the disappearing islands, stuff like that. But I guess this event is more tied to the Hoopa Unbound. Now, this form does not exist in X and Y. It's an ORAS only form, hence why it's only an ORAS. You can get the item. To change Hoopa between its forms, we knew once the demo was out and it got decoded, then we knew there was a new Hoopa form. And this is the Unbound Hoopa, or Hoopa Unbound form. And it looks, I don't know, the design has grown on me. It used to look terrible in my opinion, but it's grown on me. It looks better in my opinion now that I've seen it for a bit of a while. But basically, it goes, you take Hoopa along to a Pokemon, I think it's in Stateport City. Take Hoopa along, and there's an extra Pokemon guy standing next to the counter. You go and talk to him, he says, hey, do you have a minute for a story? This is something that happened when I was watching the store one time. It was like a totally dark night, moonless, and I was all, no way, this is so creepy. And I was all, oh wait, and yeah, obviously some of the dialogues overlap, not bad. Then suddenly, whoosh, out of nowhere, the automatic sliding door slides open, as an automatic sliding door would. What did you think? And then this super duper scary old guy comes in, kind of unsteady, kind of shambling. So I'm thinking, how terrible and scary is this? And then the old guy shuffles over to me. Ooh. He has a package clutched in his hands. He's mumbling that he has to show it to me. Then he asks, do you know what this is worth? He keeps staring right at me and not even blinking. I was so freaked out, I was like, oh yes, it's really something, isn't it? So the old guy grins at me and he says, then I'll just give you this instead of money. Now give me everything you've got in this store. That's what he said. Really? I was like, what is this? Too weird, my dude. But I was scared, so I started shoveling over potions and whatever I could reach. I gave the dude everything for his stupid package, and out he goes, with a wicked grin on his face. And as he's walking out, he says, 3 days. For a mere 3 days will Hoopa be unbound. Really? I was all, stop freaking me out with this nonsense. I was sweating, and the back of my shirt was soaked. Anyway, nothing I could do, so I opened the package. It's just a dirty old bottle. Really? So I go, weirdness, wonder what's in it. I grabbed the stopper and carefully put it loose. Blap! It popped open, but there was nothing inside, so I figured I totally got fooled. Thanks for listening to my story. And then he goes on to, you know what, I'm going to give you the bottle from that night because you're so nice. Oh, thank you. I was so nice and listened to your story. You can give me a dirty old bottle that's nothing in it. It's not doing me good anyway, really. Sleepy obtained the prison bottle. I did get these screenshots from Sleepy Grouch's video because I haven't got Hoopa on my own, but yeah, so I shall link his video because he's actually full gameplay down below, so if you want to see that there. Anyway, sometimes I really wonder if it is really only a dirty old bottle. Those last words was the old guy said as he left. For a mere 3 days will Hoopa be unbound. Ooh, so spooky. And then we have the prison bottle on the bottom. You can see a bottle believed to have been used to seal away the power of a certain Pokemon long ago. So basically it seems as though the story behind it goes like this. Hoopa was Unbound Hoopa Unbound, whatever you want to call it. This is its original form, sort of thing, or its powered up form possibly. And ancient people in an ancient civilization, obviously bottles were around at this point, so maybe only 500 years ago, rather than a bit longer than that. But Hoopa Unbound on my Hoopa was doing too much damage, or was causing too much mayhem, so they sealed away its power inside this bottle, the prison bottle. So possibly it's a special bottle that's just got the power of Hoopa in it, or something like that. Or maybe it's related to something that went on with it. We might hear about it in the final game of Generation 6, or the final games of Generation 6, or we could hear about it in a future game. There could be a future game based on it, possibly. But basically then, when they seal the power away, it goes into this other Hoopa, the normal Hoopa form. And the basic thing, I guess, the change here is, obviously, Hoopa Unbound looks much more menacing than normal Hoopa, whereas normal Hoopa's just yeah, I'm here, casual. And stuff like that, really. So apart from that, we really just have to speculate. So possibly we'll get to hear more about it in the last game, because there's been some about Hoopa in the first game, there's been something about Hoopa in Hoopa in X and Y, Hoopa in ORAS. I'm guessing there's going to be something on Hoopa in the last game, and I'm hoping at least a bit more information, so rather than just a little event like this, have a full, like, obviously, we had the Delta episode. Everyone knows about the Delta episode. And the fact that it's called episode rather than like the Delta problem or something like that, it's called an episode, so possibly there might be other episodes in the future, you know? There could be, I don't know, possibly a cosmic episode about Jirachi. There could be, I don't know what you call the Hoopa episode, but an episode concerning Hoopa, maybe not in ORAS, but maybe in the final game of Generation 6. It's possible, it's definitely possible. But really that's it, you know? Hoopa Unbound, it's really weird. I'm not too low down on the lore yet, so we'll have to wait for the last game to find out some more sort of specific stuff about Hoopa Unbound and Hoopa and how they link together. But obviously, as you guys might have figured out, Hoopa is involved with the legendaries in Generation, or in ORAS rather, and also it's going to be involved in the next Pokemon movie as well, coming out next year. So again, you know, maybe we'll find out some more about Hoopa in that film that will allow us to actually understand it more. But really guys, that's going to be it for this video. I want to know what you guys think though. Let me know down below what you think of Unbound Hoopa, Hoopa Unbound, whatever. What do you think the lore is behind it? Do you think it was just, you know, powerful Pokemon people decided to steal the power away from? Do you think it looks like a fairly evil Pokemon, to be fair, so it could possibly have a malicious story behind it? Obviously, the only sort of evil Pokemon we've seen so far, or evil Pokemon that's had at least some story around it, is Darkrai in a way. But I think in the film Darkrai appeared in, Darkrai was actually made out to be sort of not a good guy necessarily, but there was justification for the reasons behind what he was doing. So possibly Hoopa might be the first real villain, but we don't know really, guys. But I want I want to know what you guys think. Let me know what you think about Hoopa Unbound. Are we gonna get an event in ORAS rather to give us Hoopa, or are we gonna have to wait till the next game? Because the film comes out next June, I think it is. So possibly if the last game for Generation 6 comes out next August, September time, then they could easily link the film to the game and have an event for that, or an event to get Hoopa on ORAS, and then when you transfer it over to for the last game, then you get your episode, your event or whatever. Just let me know what you think about you know, all the stuff. Are we going to get storyline on the last game? Are we going to get whatever, guys? Just let me know. Just put all your thoughts down in the comment section, because I'm really interested in what you guys think as well. Because I have some thoughts, but you guys might have some very interesting thoughts as well. So let me know what you think down below, guys. And if you enjoyed the video, be sure to hit the like button to show your support. But guys, I'll be seeing you next time. Thank you for watching. Goodbye, my friends.